Okay everyone, hello, welcome back to the channel Master the Codes. And today we are going to talk about the Codeforces round 957 division 3 and the fifth problem, that is the novice mistake. And the problem is stated as one of the first programming problems that this K1ON looked in this was novice monk had 100 friends, each of them gave him 10,000 apples for his birthday. And delighted with such a gift, Novice Monk returned B apples to his friends. So, how many apples are left with Novice Monk? So, he wrote a solution but accidentally considered the values of n as a string. So, the value of n into a minus b was calculated differently. Okay. So, specifically, when multiplying the string n by the integer a, he will get string s, concatenation of string. And when subtracting the integer b from string s, the last b characters will be removed from it. Okay. If the b characters is greater than or equal to the length of the string s, it will become empty. Learning about this, Core became interested in how many pairs exist for a given n, satisfying the constraints of the problem on which K1ON solutions give the correct answer. And the solution gives the correct answer means that it outputs a non-empty string, and this string when converted to integer equals the correct answer. That is the value of n minus a, n into a minus b. The test cases are that t is 100 and the value of n is 100, so it accounts to 10 to the power 4 if I multiply all the t and n, and it's guaranteed in all test cases n is distinct. Okay, so now coming to the question, but before that, please like, share and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more notifications. Given the question, we have a value n, a value a and value b, and we did an operation of n a minus b. Suppose we get an element x or value x, right? Then what we have is, this happens in case of an integer, correct? If it is an integer. But in terms of string, what does n into a means? N into a means if I have a string, say ab, and multiplied 2 times, it would become ab, ab. And if I multiply 4 times, it would become ab, ab, ab and ab, right? Great. So this is what the question says, and if this n into a, this n into a in terms of string is subtracted from b, let's say b is 5, and the string ab, ab, ab and ab, the last 5 characters are removed from the string, and we are left with only these 3. And if these characters are converted into numbers, we should get the output x itself. Of course, this a b does not happen that much. It is basically the case of numbers. Given the value of a is between 10,000 and the value of b is between 100, and we want to find out the pairs a comma b for which the value n a minus b for integer equals n a minus b for string, right? Now let's look at this test case, and we have to print the number of such values and the numbers as well. In the first example, given a is 20 and b is 18, and if we try to solve it, in terms of strings n a minus b, we will multiply 20 a 2 times, given such as 2 into 20, it would be multiplied, and then 18 would be subtracted. So that would give us the answer as 2, which we want here the same as well. In terms of string, we would be getting the same answer as in terms of integer. Now, how to approach this problem? There are few intuitions which we can get since we have two values, that is, there's one function na minus b which is integer and n a minus b that is string. We need to work on the string because converting strings to integer is a bit easy as compared to integers to string. This is our first intuition. Second intuition, we would need to separate these digits of a and b, because then we need to work upon the exact values of n which are going to calculate. So suppose if n is 1, 2 and 5, we need to split it into 1, 2 and 5. And the next rest of the thing is the brute force approach. Sorry, is a brute force approach which we need to do to evaluate the test cases. Since we will traverse a from 1 to 10,000 and b from 1 to 100 or 1000, whatever it is the given, and then we will calculate for a into b whether it is equals to na into nb. Also, since the pairs depend upon the number of digits contained in n, we need to check only the first n pairs. Now coming to the time complexity of this question will be order of n into a into b. That would be order of nab, which is within the constraints of the problem. Now in the video we will now jump to the code as well, like how we can code this. I have solved this question in C++ because of the constraints of the problem. It was easy to solve and took a little bit less time. Otherwise I could have solved it in Java as well. Also, please like, share and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icons for more notification. Okay, so in this particular question, what I did, I created two arrays, that is one vector for output and one vector for taking the integers, that is na minus b. I iterated through the number and like divided it by 10 and took its remainder, that is the digit place, and put it in a vector and finally reversed it such that if a number was 531, the values would have put in the array as 135. So I reversed them again to get the original digits value. So that is one reason that I reversed all the vectors. Then I created an integer v for n into a for evaluating the maximum boundaries. I did the same thing to that as well, incremented the length and did the division operation. And then for a range of variable I from 1 to minimum of c minus 1, that is L minus a, and L1, that is the length of the string or of the string. I updated v to n into a, changed the value of b, and if b is greater than v, if the value crosses the boundary, I skipped it. Otherwise, I decremented v by b times for every I. Then I again used a loop for a range and did the same for c minus b to evaluate the upper boundary, multiplied it by 10 to get the number, and then added the value of v for the current modulus vector. And if the both numbers or the string and the integer become same, I stored them in the output and displayed them. And these were the test cases like which all were passed. And so this code was working quite fine. That's why I will be sharing this code in the GitHub as well in my repo, and we'll be giving the access or the link in the description down below for you all to see. And that was the code from my side. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more notifications. We'll see you with the next question. Thank you.